Hey, this is Ryan, and today I wanted to do a little bit of hands-on work with Cloudwatch. And the tutorial that I'm following is from CloudPath, so I'll drop that link below. What we'll do today is make a simple Lambda function, and we want to trigger it with a Cloudwatch event, and this event will run every minute, and so every time it runs it'll trigger the function. So simple enough. First thing we need to do is create a role for our function. So head over to IAM, create role. AWS service, and it's going to be for Lambda, of course, so next. Select this Lambda, AWS Lambda basic execution role. I'll call this tutorial Cloudwatch. Now we need a Lambda function, so head over to Lambda. Create function. We'll just use a blueprint, so select this, and I think it's hello, and just a regular hello world. Click this box and configure. Give it a function name. I'm gonna call it again tutorial Cloudwatch Lambda. We want to pick our role that we just made, so choose existing role and tutorial Cloudwatch. Create function. Okay, go down here to index.javascript, and let me make this bigger. Okay, this is just straight from the video, so I'm just gonna copy this little JavaScript here. Okay, this is just going to run our event, so keep this as is, and let's go to test. Create new test events, and I'll call it lambda test. We just leave these key values the same. So create, and let's try deploy to save it. Okay. So that's just our little Lambda function. So now let's go to Cloudwatch, and we want to be able to invoke that function every minute. So once you're in Cloudwatch, go to events and then rules. We want to create a new rule. This will be for a scheduled rule. And this is where we can select how often we want to trigger our function. So we want to select minutes, and then we'll select 1 minute. I think that's the smallest time frame. And then we have to add that to our target, which is our Lambda function. Configure details. Got to give it a name. Just call this Cloudwatch cron. Create rule. Okay, so as soon as we create our rule, I believe it should trigger the first event. So we can check that by going to log groups. Maybe we need to refresh. I don't see it in here yet. So maybe our function might not be working. I'm going to try test. Okay, this is working. Let's go back. Whoops. Back to rules. Okay, I guess I do just have to give it a minute, so maybe I'll come back. Alright, now it showed up, so I guess I did just have to wait that 1 minute for it to run its first test. So let's select our log group. And here is our first test. So this was at 8:40. Okay, I let that run a little bit longer. So as you can see here, just have to look at these details where it shows you the exact minute that it ran. So this is 8:40. Then we have 8:41, 8:42. So if I refresh that, there's probably a few more. 8:43. All right, so that's all I wanted to demonstrate there. It's invoking our function every minute. And so that's it for today's tutorial, and see you in the next one.